are launched, and most of them die really fast. So I guess most of the people that are trying to pump the tokens and marketeers, marketing guys, they're just trying to pump the tokens for a short period of time, and then these tokens dump. So that's not what I want. I'm not interested in such things. You know, while my token is like 3 days, or how much it is, 5 days. So it has already outlived all of the tokens that were launched on the pump.fun website. So they're already dead. For not a lot of time has passed since then, but they're already dead. So many of the tokens have already died out. And they are not alive anymore. But I can see that many people are trying to say that this is the coolest thing. They are trying to guess that launching such tokens is a great idea. Uh, it's a great idea for the dev, but I'm not sure that if it's a great idea for the person who actually bought this coin, because these coins they go down in less than a minute. Like a couple of seconds pass and these coins cost 0. So that's terrible, guys. So every day, every hour, every um, every minute, such coins launch, and these coins don't cost a thing. So as you can see, there was someone who was advertising a coin like Hugo Mania on my stream. I can see that it's already dead. 2 days have passed, it's already dead. It's no longer alive. Like the dev sold all of the tokens because he wasn't sure of himself. He just sold so fast. I mean, let's be honest, this is crazy. And so these people are recommending for me to do such things that will burn the community. And there is nothing in such tokens. So I'd rather say that's why guys should be really, really careful. I don't know why my micro went off. But that's what I wouldn't like to do with my token, just to pump and dump on the other people and say that that's good. That's not good, guys. It was updated on the pump.fun and you can actually make a title now. But with this update, something else has changed. Yeah, I can see that there is an update title, but some other things have also changed. Okay. But I have no idea why my webcam goes off once I try to stream somewhere else. An interesting development. But well. So whether you are new or you're old, you should understand that most of the projects that are launched on the pump.fun, they won't last even an hour. I'm myself, I've watched like a lot of projects. They go live, they start, someone is trying to pump them, and they go to zero in less than a second. And I've actually checked the wallets of these people. They sell once anyone who is there trying to buy like something, they just sell. They run away. So that's why I think that 99% of the tokens in here, they actually don't cost anything. They don't have any value. And it's really hard for many people to invest like this in such an environment. For me, it would be really hard to pick a token like this and say this token pumps, that token pumps. Um, it's a really hard job. That's what I would say. I mean, you don't even know what will happen to the token in the next 1 second. Somehow it says that the connection is lost, but I don't know why. Strange. Really strange. But I can say that my token is not a token that will just disappear in less than 1 minute. That's not the case. I mean, many coins are like this, like nearly all of them. So people actually pump the tokens with their own wallets, and these tokens go down in really fast. So only I think it's around 0.1% that the token sustains its growth. It doesn't fall in the next month. That's what I would say. That's why you should be really careful. Like ulti careful. So while I wasn't streaming yesterday, I can see that the market situation didn't change. I'll show you the CoinGecko website just to make it uh, clear that overall we are in some sort of here. So we're in some sort of range trading. Yesterday I saw that Bitcoin was falling, Ethereum was falling, so they were hovering around 120k for Bitcoin and 4k for Ethereum. I saw that they were really close, but something happened. You know, I have a feeling that the Fed meeting that is going to happen today, I think, actually spooked some people, and because of the Fed meeting, not a lot of people were buying because they don't know what the Fed will say. Will it say something bearish? Will it say something hawkish for the markets? Usually, people take profits before the Fed meeting. Usually, this is a time when they analyze the words that the Fed is saying. But into my view, I think that the trend that is continuing, the growth of Ethereum, the growth of Bitcoin, it will continue for some time. But I think that there will be some bear market signs. So one of them, I think, is that so we have a World Liberty Financial Company that is gonna be launched. They're gonna launch their token, and as for what I see is that I'm gonna switch to this project so you could have a better understanding of what's going on. So they are launching their own token, this one. So the World Liberty Financial, they will have their token. And you know, I think that when they will launch their token, the market will be on all-time highs. But after they launch, I think they will be a fall. As far as I know, it has a really big, fully diluted market cap. So before this event happens, like They are launching it soon, maybe in September or in August. So before they launch it, um, all of the crypto has a chance to grow. But after they launch their token, they have a huge chance of falling after the token launch. So we need to keep an eye on this project, as it will be really important to understand how is the market sentiment and what will happen after the project launches. It's the same story as with the Trump token. So it did launch, and the market was on all-time high. I mean, it was on all-time high. Bitcoin was really high. Ethereum was really high. And after this token launched, everything started to fall. So in January we had um, market highs in January, and after this token launched, everything fell. Everything just fell every month, every day. So there were some market um, corrections, but the trend was clear. We were falling. And so this another story where Trump is launching his another project, and it has a good chance to mark the market top. That's why you should be really careful, as to these things tend to make the market weak. They tend to make the market top. But rather than saying the market top, many cryptocurrencies, except the Ethereum project, Bitcoin project, BNB, um, Tron, many currencies are in downtrend. They fall. They fall when they continue to fall. They haven't even reached their um, previous all-time highs. Like Bitcoin is always updating its all-time highs, but many coins haven't reached it, and they are mostly in some sort of a downtrend. So when the market like falls, they continue to fall further. Look at Chainlink. You can have a clear um, view on Chainlink. So it was it had an all-time high of $50 per coin, and in December last year it costed like around $29. So after this, it's like a correction from a fall. What happened before. So it continues to fall. So there we see another big correction, but I think that in the end, um, Chainlink will cost less than $10. It might cost even $5. Most of the coins will cost a lot less than they are today. I think that when the Fed actually prints money, like it starts quantitative easing, then we'll see a huge rise in altcoins. Like this will be the true um, altcoin season. This will be the season where most of the cryptos like Chainlink, Uniswap, Avalanche, Litecoin. I'm not sure about Polkadot because I'm not trying to count like dead projects, but many other cryptocurrencies, Athena, Aave, Aptos, Ondo, they will make their all-time highs only after Fed starts quantitative easing. Only after that. Before that, I still think that we're in a market downtrend before that. Nonetheless, there are a lot of people trying to pump their bags and exit the market. Actually, they are, for example, if I'm a buyer of Ethereum, I try to make other people buy Ethereum. I advertise it as that the Ethereum will reach $10,000. Of course, it can reach, but I know that I've bought a lot lower. I know that I need to exit. I know that I need to exit without people really noticing it, and I sell. I slowly sell through OTC deals, uh, through Coinbase, Binance, and other projects. I sell, but I tell other people that they should buy because I think that Ethereum reaches $10,000. You know that these predictions, I'm gonna just search for them. So there are many people who are trying to predict things that are, I don't think they're likely. Most most of the most of the things that I think they are just trying to exit the market, and they are using retail money, private money, the money from physics, the money that is coming from ordinary people. They're using it as the exit liquidity, and they're trying to run away. So I will show you some news about this. And they call it like they give them titles like the unstoppable cryptocurrency could soar 300% by the end of 2025, according to Tom Lee of Fundstrat. So Tom Lee thinks that Ethereum could hit $15,000 by the end of the year. And right now, the Fed is not printing money. So he thinks that Ethereum um, will hit 15,000. Let's imagine even 10,000. I think that he's lying to himself. Let's be clear. He is just a hype guy. He's trying to hype on the comments he says, and he's trying to make people believe that even the price of 10,000 would be okay. He's trying to people believe at these high prices, but I think that um, I think we'll see a huge market correction. It will happen in crypto, in stocks, in many other, uh, I would say, high risk uh, investing. And I have a feeling that it will fall. For Ethereum, maybe I think that it will fall like to $1,000 per ETH. You know why I also think that? Because the Fed is not printing. That's the first reason, and the second one is that There are a lot of companies like Sharply Gaming buying crypto on their balance, and these companies, they have like a short view on the markets. They don't even understand what they're doing. They are like coffee companies, hamburger companies, pizza companies buying Bitcoin, Ethereum to pump their shares. But I have a question to them. What if they don't have this question on their table? But what if the cryptocurrency they are buying, for example, Ethereum, falls? Like in a year from now, Ethereum costs $1,000. What are they gonna do? They will sell because they will need to pay off their stocks. They will need to pay off their rent. They will need to pay their. They're already in a loss. Their companies are working at a loss, and they use crypto as a like a subject of meaning to propel their stocks. That's all. So those people who will try to buy these stocks at a high valuation, they will be left buying at the top. And right now, this problem is not on the news. It's being quiet. No one is talking about it. People are happy. Everything is great. So no one is bothered that there'll be some terrible events happening, like crypto will fall. No one is taking that into account. Everyone is happy. Uh, that's like people are closing their eyes on the problems that will appear in the next year or this year even. They're just closing their eyes. So I think that's the case in here. Many, especially tokens, have risen too fast, too far, and soon they will have their token locks. Like Sui has a lot of token locks, but their blockchain isn't used at all. I mean, no one is. So you can see that the news in here. Um, there is a Nasdaq firm raises 450 million for Sui crypto pivot. So it's a Nasdaq listed company. They are trying to buy Sui and hold it. I remind you that this is a bad idea. Sui has a lot of token unlocks, and if we take into account that this Mill City Ventures, what they are about, what they are, what they're doing. So I need to just. So at least they are not a coffee company, but I'm gonna show you their website too, just for you to make sure that they're not a crypto company. They think that Sui improves finance, so the Sui blockchain. Um, but that's about it. That's all over their website. So nothing special, nothing really special about their website. I cannot say that they are super pros. They know everything. Like looking at their website, it's a usual website. Nothing special about it. So Um, what am I seeing is they are trying to pop their own stock. Let's see how their stock did. Let's check this. Um, so I have found the history, the chart of their stock, and as I see, and wait for it to load. It works or something. The website works really bad. Okay, it has loaded. So what can I say about their stock? I'm gonna show you their chart just to make it clear what they are doing wrong. So as you can see on the screen, their stock actually was like, it was in a downtrend for a long time. So nothing special about that company. It was falling. But after it announced that they are going to invest in Sui, you can see this happy chart. Look at this. So their stock tripled after the news. The stock tripled after the news, and I mean, so I guess the investors that were behind this company, they used the this rise in stock as an exit liquidity for the people who have bought this company, and sooner or later this company will fall, and those who bought at around $6, they will be left with nothing, guys. This is a clear sign of Ponzi or whatever it is. A Ponzi in real stock market. Right now, many people just don't understand how this works, but I see that it has a chance to rise for some time, but it will fall. It will eventually fall. Once the crypto market will go down, everything will fall. So I wouldn't invest in such a company. I wouldn't buy its shares, but as many companies are reporting that they're buying crypto, Ethereum, Bitcoin on their balance sheet, their stock pumps, and the investors that were sitting in their stock, they sell their shares. That's how they make money. So, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? For those who are buying at the top, it's a really bad thing, guys. That's what I want to say. In the end, you have a great chance of losing the money. I mean, and a lot of people are speculating. Like, so there is also Goldman Sachs is saying that the growth of speculation on Wall Street is at its maximum in the last 10 years, and a lot of speculation is going about stocks that have no value, that their companies are in a loss, and they have huge problems. But people, the retail or whoever it is, they are buying it. So I would be really careful with that, like ultra careful, because I wouldn't buy the companies that buy crypto. Like I wouldn't do this. That's how would I wouldn't buy such companies, but I think that there are a lot of people who told them, these companies, that the crypto market is always gonna grow. So buy now, cry later. They say, come on, guys, like let's be happy. We are happy three friends, and so they are trying just to make people lose money. And that's why I am against buying such companies. So, guys, you know, actually, between these stock companies that are buying crypto, there is no difference between meme coins launching on pump.fun. That's like, uh, I know that it sounds crazy, but I think that's how it looks like. So there is no difference between stocks that between meme coins launching on pump.fun. So the insiders are selling their shares to new investors, and they are exiting the market with profits. So that's how I see it. I need to be careful with investing in such companies. So I can see that Bitcoin and all other like Ethereum, they're rising today. You know what I have a feeling is that Ethereum will still break 4,000 mark, and after that we'll see a huge market rise, but I think that will be the last one. Sooner or later, a lot of cryptos are gonna crash. Like, not because I am like thinking that this is so obvious, but I think that um, the Fed is still doing quantitative tightening. Let's be honest. So while the Fed is doing this, I don't think that many cryptocurrencies or even stocks will rise like a lot, especially if you say like a lot of banks are changing their predictions, like something that the S&P 500 will rise to 7,500 to 8,000. They think that that's that's already certain, but I would say be careful because um, usually such things happen at the top, and people are trying to predict things that are they are using US exit liquidity. So that's like a fact. So presumably, what I will be doing is I'll be actually monitoring the project, both Ethereum, the price, how altcoins will behave, and right now I'm not in the mood to sell, but in the next like month or two, I think selling would be a good idea. But you need to be careful. So that's my view. I can see that Ethereum Bitcoin pair is rising, so that means that the overall DeFi market should perform well. But we're gonna see about this. So as to say about all other cryptos that are launching here and there, I mean, you should be careful in what to invest. Most of the cryptos go to zero. That's the reality, and that's how like 90% of the people lose money. So you should be really careful in this market. In the pump fun meme sector, there is a total annihilation. There are people losing everything. Like everything. They're actually being used as exit liquidity. That's what I see.